Okay, this is John Hayes doing the Cloud Accelerator Whiteboard. Invariably, every conversation we have with customers and partners today turns to the cloud. And the discussion typically lands on several key questions. And those questions are, what is the cloud? Then, how do you get there? And importantly, can we make any money being able to get there and being able to provide through the cloud? So a lot of customers consider the cloud as to be a client server or a hosted client server or maybe a multi-tenant solution. Many customers consider that the cloud solution is to outsource their IT infrastructure to somebody like Amazon or Azure. And so as a result, 43% of the customers today see that Amazon is the thought leader in cloud technology. And while that's true to some extent in that they're playing very heavily into that area, the challenge is that implementing a public cloud solution like Amazon or reselling AWS is not a sufficient cloud strategy. The cloud solutions have several things that they need to be able to provide. And those are things like flexibility, agility, scalability, ease of use, and of course, lowering cost. So, and that has to be done across multiple environments, whether it's production, whether it's development, whether it's test. And while public cloud offerings have a role to play in cloud architecture, surely, they don't scale to provide really a true cost-effective or an enterprise cloud solution. And at the same time, we've got 50% of the market out there is looking to be able to invest their dollars into new technology and having cloud by 2019, which is a short 21 months away. And they're going to have those solutions to be able to provide the mobility, the social media, analytics that can provide them to help run their business. So, and be able to achieve the business outcomes that they're looking to be able to do today. So one of the things that we need to look at is to be able to see those business outcomes. And be able to be future ready because of obviously all the changes that will be coming. So the ultimate end game is to have your IT environment ready for things that are coming down the pipe and be able to be flexible and agile enough to change for the different business requirement. And this is where things like a hybrid cloud solution can help deliver a competitive advantage. IDC is saying that 80% of the enterprise IT is moving to the hybrid cloud. And then, of course, being able to move to the hybrid cloud, they're looking to be able to reduce IT costs by 24%. And then also being able to take that money that they're saving there, being able to move into 40% of that money will go into new business initiatives. So ultimately, what is needed is a software-defined data center. Being able to move from the physical to the virtual to the cloud. And then why the third platform? Because ultimately it's about business outcomes, and IT's in the unique position of being able to drive business changes to for these outcomes. So we need to be able to get to those business outcomes that are out there and capable. And then the way to be able to get to that is we're going to have to modernize. We're going to have to automate. And then we're going to have to transform. And so the first step in being able to modernize is using your existing infrastructure to meet the demands of the cloud. And so what we're doing is taking advantage of flash, converged infrastructure, and DPS. And this, of course, is from the Dell EMC lines of being able to help provide all of that. So, and then also then the next area is going into virtualization. And so that's including the servers, the network, the storage, using ESX, vSAN, NSX, using VMware as the infrastructure itself. And then they're also having the capability of using something, taking advantage of capacity now, which Tech Data is being able to provide out there to the end users. And what that is that's a usage-based billing, and it also provides a real flexible deployment and procurement. So what you have is a very powerful combination of VMware, Dell, EMC, and Tech Data, which will accelerate the path to the SDDC capability that you want to be able to provide. So then the next thing that you're looking at doing is you want to look at being able to automate your system. And by being able to do things such as like lowering your provisioning time through automation, you end up saving a reduction of 85%, which then will also help bring 54% savings to your IT costs. And you're doing all of this through an automation and orchestration software layer that manages the virtual environments to be able to work like the physical layer. So using products like vRealize for operations management and automation, a customer can provide a unique service catalog, or they're being able to provide a service, an app store, or using chargeback. It also then provides the cloud operations that provide the intelligent analytics for the applications for storage across the physical and the virtual environments, and gives you the cloud business management, which gives you the capability for doing financial management like pricing and cost backs and show backs. So then the third area is the transformation area, which what you're doing there is you're combining the people, the processes, and the technology and bringing those all together. So while customers have been able to embark on this automate and modernize steps of their journey, the final step is the transformation. And this oftentimes ends up being really some of the most difficult areas, because what you're doing is you're being able to provide a process and skills to your IT departments and being able to get those increased so that you're being able to provide that third platform. So this is where, like I say, everybody runs into some trouble achieving that flexibility and agility that they need. So really what is it that's missing? What they need to do is they need to achieve the right level of integration and being able to do that across the different IT platforms, being able to use service management, configuration management that includes the implementation of different service catalogs, and being able to automate provisioning, where being able to save time and save, also being able to do like password resets, doing ticketing, supporting, and then where this all comes into play is with the Cloud Accelerator program from Tech Data, which that makes the competitive difference for our partners and our customers. So Cloud Accelerator takes the capabilities that the partner cloud already has in their DNA, and then it gives specific areas where it makes sense to be able to achieve cloud-based revenue. So, led by our SBU team, who has the track record and the experience to be able to go out there and fill in the gaps for those different cloud capabilities, partners can then expand their own professional service offerings to be able to help their customers transform. And some of the things that we're able to do is we can look at doing assessments. We end up also being able to get cloud readiness and being able to help doing migrations. Those different capabilities that we can do. The other things that we can also do is being able to provide different plugins that can go into the system, and then also being able to provide Tech Data Academy, which that is able to take your existing talent that you have on your team and be able to help them prioritize different things like DevOps that they're working on, or new applications, new skills, new methodology. So by combining the power of the Dell, EMC, Tech Data, VMware, using our Cloud Accelerator group, working with our partners, this provides end users a powerful tool to be able to become future ready from their business outcomes that they're looking to be able to provide. Thank you.